Hello everybody and welcome to this second match day vlog video with me, CWATTY, here as a Grantham town fan. Admittedly, I wasn't planning on recording this at the start of the day, this whole video that this bit that you're watching and hearing now. However, I have to admit that I was maybe a little bit ambitious but rubbish today, to use that great Top Gear line, that great Jeremy Clarkson quote. Ambitious but rubbish today when I set out to record my matchday vlog, because I bought myself some new kit, some new equipment to try and make things a little bit better for recording the vlogs. I bought myself the lovely, wonderful recording stick with gimbal holder for the phone, so it'd be nice and steady and smooth when I was wandering about recording stuff. However, I didn't realise that the battery in this thing only lasts until about half time, so when I'm not recording I need to remember in future to turn it off. The other thing I didn't realise as well was the little button, the Bluetooth buttony thing for the capturing and stopping capture of the recording is obviously, there's a little bit of a timer on here where if you don't press the button within so many minutes, it turns off and disconnects from the phone. Which means that a couple of times when I went to start actually recording stuff, I didn't actually start capturing, and I didn't capture what I wanted to capture. But I suppose the biggest issue I've run into today during today's vlog is with the little microphones that I got, which should clip onto me. This one doesn't appear to have a clip. Have I left it in the box? Let me have a look. Did I forget? Yes, I did forget. I wondered why when I bought these, why it includes two microphones. I was like, what do I need two microphones for? And it turns out the reason why you need two microphones is because the battery life in one of them, the battery life in one on its own is not all that great. So I must remember in future matches when I do matchday vlogs to take both of these with me, because as I've learnt today, I also need to remember to turn these on. In the corner of the screen you will see the video footage that I recorded on my way to today's game, and there was no audio. I was waffling away on my drive to the stadium, and I forgot to turn the mic on. So it didn't record anything. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like this thing when it these things, when they do disconnect, it doesn't go back to using the internal mic on the phone, but instead it just stops recording audio altogether. So the whole journey as I was going to the stadium today, there is no audio, but I've left the footage in the video for you all to enjoy. Basically what I said in the journey to the ground today was that obviously we got off to a decent start competitively this week in our season by defeating Loughborough Students in the extra preliminary qualifying round of the FA Cup. We drew 1-1 at home last Saturday in the last matchday vlog, and then we went to Loughborough Dynamo on Tuesday evening and beat them 1-0 at their place to advance to the next round, which is a week today against Sherwood Collieries. And I felt we played pretty well against Loughborough Students. They were a very tough team. very, very tough team. Obviously, a team with far more experience. You know what I need to do? Because I need to keep referring to this phone. I need to plug this into my desk here. I know this is totally unprofessional of me, but you know, I'm learning. I'm not a vlogger. I'm a content recorder and live streamer operating from a desktop, which is a stationary piece of equipment located in one room that I've built and crafted over many, many years to be set up just how I want it to be. I need it to be for what I do. So today, the whole vlogging thing is new to me. But yes, we went to Loughborough Dynamo. Not Loughborough Dynamo, Loughborough Uni. And we played the students. And they gave us a tough game, no doubt about it. But we had enough experience to come through that game. We won. We were very good defensively. We didn't really give them much of an opportunity in that game. And as a result, obviously, we came away winners and we've advanced. Today was the real test, though. Today is the real test against Hebburn in the league. A team that is pretty good. If I remember correctly, last season, we drew 2-2 away at Hebburn, but got beat 2-1 at home. So, you know, they're a pretty good side. And obviously, they're a team that's been playing together for far longer than we have. And as a result, it's going to be a very tough battle for us today. We're also missing a few players. Obviously, one of our key players, Sam Muggleton, is off getting married today. Congratulations, Sam. Hope the day goes very well for you. And I hope you come back to play pretty quickly, though, because we do need you. We need your long throws, because they are a massive offensive weapon for us. A big part of our attacking play comes from the Sam Muggleton long throws, as we saw against Loughborough. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game today, but it will, you know, should be good. Should definitely be good for us to get back into the league thing. And you know, the players have now, you know, they've played a few games together. So hopefully things are moving in the right direction. We have got a new player on loan today. A lad from Notts County, who, let me go and check, make sure I get this right. Nope, that's not the right app. Keep clicking on the wrong buttons. Ever since Twitter changed their logo, I completely pressed the wrong things. Yes, new signing or loan signing from Notts County is Brad McGregor, young lad from the Notts County first team, who's going to join us in midfield. Look forward to seeing him play today. See what he brings to the team to bring to the setup. But yeah, apart from that, it's match day. Sun is shining. Lovely sunny day. We've not got the rain. Summer has returned. So there's no excuses. Can't blame the elements today. Pitch is looking good. Grass has been mowed brilliantly again by the grounds team. As our narrow, shortened pitch is also in effect again. So hopefully should be on for a good result today. So let's see how we get on, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back at full time and to give you my post-match thoughts and feelings. And you might want to strap yourselves in and get comfy, because I think it might be a bit of a long conversation. Okay? So let's see what else I got up to today, shall we? Right then, let's go find what's happening outside. Players are warming up. Players are warming up today. We'll watch them warming up for a bit, I think. Right, make our way to a seat then. Well, the usual riff-raff here. So goalies are over there warming up, being put through their paces, including the sub-goalie over there who came and shook my hand on Tuesday night. Apparently he's a fan of the videos. Right, got about 25 minutes then before kick-off, so no, 35 minutes. Let's go get some food. Let's go get some food. Down to the gingerbread we go.
I do.
Alright.
Yep.
We can't make Wednesday now, mate, for whatever reason.
No.
That's fair dues, mate. If you want to get to the next one, let us know.
Will do.
We're on film, we're live.
We are filming. We're live. We're live.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Mears. Whatever you're doing this afternoon, get up here. 30 minutes to kick off.
Yes, 30 minutes.
Hello there, mate. That is Dave Bobbitt.
They're usually quite fat,
Ollie, not in there. Ollie.
Right, I've got a cheeseburger and a gingerbread.
What do you want? Sausage?
Which is a cheeseburger, yeah. Yeah, and then
Emily wants a hot dog.
well, it's a circle hot dog, is that alright?
Ollie, you want a hot dog? And I don't know.
Yeah.
Might want a hot dog.
They both want hot dogs, but if you give them to like a circle one, they don't go, it's not a hot dog.
What are you having?
Hmm?
Thanks, sir.
I'll be having me gingerbread.
Did you get Jenny? Hang on, mate.
Yeah.
You want three all together, yeah?
Okay, let's put it there.
Now you got power. I would like to see HR.
Emily?
You check out the eye, please, next time.
Is this going to come out and get over? You making people
Oh, it's like, oh no. Good takeaway.
Just them four?
We've got custard.
Gingerbread.
Gingerbread.
And your cheeseburger, yeah.
We get me a discount again. But now Jenny, yeah, let's get more.
There you go.
Oh, you can
Here comes a satisfied looking customer, look.
I haven't got the pictures. I didn't get that many.
Oh, okay. What?
Hot dog.
Short the pitch, haven't they? Yeah.
Come on, Tam. Come on, Greg. Come on, Tom.
It was early then. On Wednesday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was true.
Once again, good afternoon, one.
And then we got the R5 kick-off on Saturday then after.
What?
We got the R5 kick-off on Saturday then at Sherwood Collieries in the FA Cup.
Oh, yeah.
3, Aidan Haywood. 4, Aaron Thompson. 5, Jack Donegan. 6, Thomas Davis. 7, Jay Little. 8, Robbie Smith. 9, Alan Gilman. 10, Steve Riggs. 11, Dirty Ball. Substitute for Hebburn Town wearing 12, William McCamley. 14, James Harrison. 15, Oliver Martin. 16, Ryan Hardy. 17, Samuel Hall. Museum Red, sponsored by the Park Hospital. Number 1, Curtis Hall. 2, Elliot Walker. 3, Tom Labone. 4, Sebastian Robermont. 20, Kurt Miller. 5, Sam Tesla. 6, Ethan Logan. 7, Roderick.
Steady on, Dave.
8, Nikhil Francis.
Time.
9, Greg Smith. Welcome to Pony number 10, Randy McGregor.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. This afternoon, wearing 14, Ty Sonione. 15, Bradley Barre. 18, Jarrell Phillips. 19, Quasi Moonshine. And 13, Janis Kanovsky. Match officials this afternoon. The referee, G. Cayley, his assistant, B. Mersh, and D. Eagle.
Come on, we've got to win every night.
Come on, Barry, finish it at 5.
Oh, they've got a slow coach now.
Once again, remind everybody that ground safety regulations, standing is not permitted in the exterior of the main stand. Alcohol is only permitted in the stadium with
Hard to move too quick, Rod. Says like kickers. You know what it's like.
smoking
Yeah, it's always slow, wasn't it?
cigarettes. In the event of compliance, please follow the instructions of the stewards. Pass everyone is on the pitch.
And we're underway. First chance of the game from a corner coming up.
Yeah, of course it might. Yeah, look,
To Greg.
Go on, Greg.
Oh.
He ended up the line. Would have gone.
Come on, Tom. Good tackle.
Wait, today? Yeah, we lost 2-0, I think.
It was late getting in. There's a new ticketing system.
Yeah.
You know what? Well, it's half time, ladies and gents, and we are losing 4-0. What an absolute dross performance that was. Embarrassing. Definitely need room for improvement in the second half. We do. Right, just grabbed myself a drink from the bar for half time. As I say, we was losing 4-0, half time, first home game of the season, not great. First 2 goals, defensive errors. players trying to be too clever and making mistakes and basically giving them 2 soft goals, and then we just seemed to panic after that, and as a result they just took us apart then and scored 2 very good goals. Oh.
Very good, steady.
So yes, there. Resting players. They should have been out there warming up all half, shouldn't they? Wouldn't have given them an half-time break. They didn't deserve one.
You're coming round. I come.
Well, the game is finished. Full time's just gone. We lost 4-0. 4-0. 4-0, home defeat, first game of the season. Second half we did play a little bit better, but
Just once again, today's 50-50 number has not yet been played. 6, 7, 3, 2.
yeah, the 50-50 number, 6732. That was whoever bought their tickets after me, because I'm 6730. So whoever was upstairs in the bar with me before the game, you are the 50-50 winner. If no one claims it, is it nearest ticket? If no one claims it, is it nearest ticket? No.
One off on you.
Yeah. Only one out. Come on.
I think they, well, they kept the club of it and then put it, that's it, like, because it helps them, don't it?
Yeah. Well, Town, that was in 4 games. Unlucky, lads. Unlucky. Unlucky, Skip. Unlucky, Greg.
Unlucky, mate.
No goal bonus today, keeper. Made some good saves.
Now he's in charge.
Oh, well,
He won't take charge. He'll be there all day.
you could look at that memorial of that flag.
Yeah.
Shall we go?
Yeah, you can go. You're fine. Yeah.
Okay, then. See you, Chris.
Wow. What do you say to that? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, was you here? Well, right, I suppose we ought to go upstairs then, I guess. Right, and we'll have a wander. We'll have a disappear upstairs. Go get something to eat and finish out the game. I'm going to nip into the little boy's room before I go upstairs, though. Dum 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 dum. Oh. Right then, let's go to the bar. See if we can find Richard and Money Lady. Hopefully they're in there somewhere. I think I'll take the table over here, I think. Oh.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match day vlog video. As you can see in the corner of the screen, wherever I decide to put it, there is a bit of a video clip that I recorded on my way home from the stadium this evening. However, again, as I mentioned in the pre-game intro, I forgot to turn these things on. All the batteries ran out. I think it was more a case of the batteries had run out, which is why obviously we have two of them. So we can use one for the first half of the vlog and then switch it for the other one. But yes, basically I had quite a long, lengthy discussion on the way home, and then once I got home I spent quite a deal of time talking about today's match and having had chance to really analyse and reflect on things a little bit more. At half time, obviously I said my comments were that it was a lot of dross and it was quite embarrassing being 4-0 down. That wasn't really truly fair, really. It was, you know, an individual made two mistakes which led to the first two goals, which, you know, you can't really blame everybody for those goals, because it was, like I say, it's an individual making errors that caused those. As a team, you can then look at how they reacted and responded to those errors and going 2-0 down, and say that it looks as though they went into panic mode and got a bit disorganised and a little bit scatterbrained. I don't know. I don't know what the actual manager's views on that were, what his thoughts were on that. I never interviewed him. I should have done. I should have asked him in the bar afterwards what his thoughts and feelings were on things. But it definitely seems from where I sat that, like, I have to say, after the two goals went in, we went a little bit panic mode, and as a result of that, we started giving them far too much space, far too much time on the ball. We was trying to start playing Route 1 stuff, you know. We started to be in that mode again where nobody wanted the ball. We just were looking to kick it away every time it come to one of our players. It was kick it away, just kick it, you know. Playing football went completely out the window at that point, and as a result they actually went on to score the third and fourth goals, which in all fairness were really good goals. The way they set those up, the way they crafted them, they were good goals. Can't fault those. Can't deny those third and fourth goals. The first two goals we can have issue with, because, like I say, it was individual mistakes. A player trying to do too much beyond his ability, and yeah. But the third and fourth goals, so, you know, in hindsight, looking at it now with a slightly more sensible head on things, you know, we probably lost today 2-0. If you take the mistakes out of it, we lost 2-0, which isn't too bad. The positives we can take from today is that when we came out for the second half, 4-0 down, we didn't concede any more, which we probably would have done last year. We probably would have been absolutely routed, you know, and we probably would have ended up 7 or 8-0 for the worst. But what we did see in the second half was players, again, from this new group of players that we have assembled in the last month. We saw players who were prepared to run and play and put in effort for the 90 minutes. And that is something we can definitely take away. Like I say, you know, it's the first league game of the season. You know, we haven't had a lot of these players haven't had a lot of minutes playing with each other. Okay? You know, a month ago we didn't have a team. What we have achieved in a month, what the manager Phil has achieved in a month in assembling this group of players, is not to be underestimated. Okay? We shouldn't forget where we were and where we are now. Okay? We shouldn't be thinking perhaps our mindset should be that this month, August, and maybe September, should be considered an extended, basically pre-season, where these players come together and learn to become a team, working and pulling in the same direction. Because at the moment, again, purely from where I sit and where I'm viewing the game from, there are individuals. You know, there's individuals that stand out. But at the moment, there's not really a team. And that will come in time the more they play together. Okay? So, my thoughts and feelings on today's game, having now had a chance to, you know, sit for a couple of hours after the game and, you know, talk to people, talk to fellow supporters, met some, again, very nice people today, had some very great conversations with people in the bar afterwards, and yeah, I feel like we should take quite a bit of positive from today. I know people are going to say, you lost 4-0. How can you be positive losing 4-0? But the fact was that the players didn't give up. Their heads didn't go down, as we would have seen with far more experienced players last season. Players who have played at far higher levels of the football world than what these guys have. Players who were getting paid far more than what we have to pay the players out there today. These players today still tried. They tried for 90 minutes. Yes, they got beat. Okay? But they went down swinging. Okay? Let's say that. Okay? They went down swinging. They tried and tried. They just got beat by a more experienced team with players who were more prepared, who have, you know, better prepared and have been playing together for much longer than we have. So I'm not disgruntled by that. I'm not losing anything. And I think, given what I've heard from the manager, I do believe we will be able to achieve our targets by the end of the season. Our target by the end of the season is to be top half of the bottom half of the league. And I know some people are going to go, what? You're not planning to win the league? You're not trying to get in the playoffs? No. Given where we were as a club 1 month ago, with what we've been able to assemble in the last month, if we can finish the season top half of the bottom half, I think that will be very, very good. And it will give us a base to build on for the following year. The most important thing is we don't get into a relegation fight like we was in most of last season. And I hope, certainly looking at the players today, a lot of the players, I don't think they are going to stand for being in a relegation fight come the end of the season. I think they have too much, in themselves. They want to do well. They want to showcase themselves because obviously, as players, they want to use us maybe as a stepping stone to other things, to other places. They want to show off their own abilities. But I certainly feel like they want to help this club. So yeah, 4-0 today. I'm not reading a lot into that. It's first game of the season. Okay. 1 game down. There's 37 to go. You know. We're not relegated after 1 day. Same way as no one is champions after 1 game. So Hebburn won 4-0 today. They're not, although they probably left the stadium today feeling like they were, league champions, doesn't mean they're going to be that way come April next year. What we have to do now is obviously regroup, learn from today, and then on Wednesday, when we go to Cleethorpes, try and do better. Try and make another step forward in our preparation, our progression, whatever you want to call it. Again, a lot of people that I was hearing today are expecting very bad things to happen on Wednesday evening at Cleethorpes. They expect us to get absolutely battered and beaten by them. But I think we might have a team that gives us some surprises. Gives a few people some surprises. I've got a feeling, looking at some of the players today, they weren't happy with today's result. So they are going to want to put that right on Wednesday. And if we can come away on Wednesday night, I think with a point, if we can get a draw at Cleethorpes, I would think that is a another good step forward. If we can go there and not be battered, not be beaten, I would consider that a great result. And then, a week from today, when we go to Sherwood Collieries in the FA Cup, again, hopefully, we're in a position where we can get a result. Hell, I would be happy to settle for a replay. Go there, get a draw, get a replay, bring them back to the Meres. It's all good money for the club. Gate receipts, ticket sales, bar takings, gingerbread hut, all that stuff. It's all good, and then beat them at our place. I think, the most important thing is obviously the cup. We try and go as far as we can in the cups. Obviously, we've got the Spalding game to rearrange at some point, which was obviously postponed from Tuesday because of the FA Cup replay. But obviously, when that comes, obviously Spalding, we know them. We beat them last year in the County Cup final. Obviously, it was a different team of players, but you never know. Maybe we can beat them. And again, we can have a good County Cup run, which would be nice. But all in all, I would say, from what I saw today, I'm not hitting panic buttons, I trust in the process. I think the manager and his team have got a plan. They've been working very hard. And honestly, I think we should all be tipping our hat to Phil for assembling this team of players from absolutely nothing a month ago to now, given a budget that is a fraction, a tiny fraction of what was available last season. And I think he's done very well. I know there was a few people today looking at the squad sheet and going, "You've only got one forward. You've only got one forward. How are you going to win anything with only one forward?" But the problem is, every team in the world wants a goal scorer. Every team wants a goal scorer. If you went to any team in the world and said, "I've got a player here that's 30 goals a season," they would snap your hand off. The problem with that is, those players cost money. We don't have it. Until we start getting a lot of fans showing up week in, week out, supporting the team, putting their money in with their tickets, by buying a burger, by having a drink, we're not going to be able to afford bringing the caliber, the type of players that we need. So yes, we only have one proper forward on the books. We have a lot of midfielders. We have a lot of defenders. All that suggests to me is the midfielders and the defenders need to step up and chip in and contribute goals where they can, okay? We can't rely solely on Greg. He's not going to be a 25 goals a season player, I'm afraid. At his age, no disrespect, he's not going to be that player. However, he is the kind of player that carries a reputation that other teams know about. So much like I saw today, there are times where he moved himself positionally on the pitch, and by doing so, he took two players from the opposition team with him who were marking him because they see him as the threat. By him taking two players, that should leave mathematically one player in our team free, in free space. What we need to identify now is which player in our squad is going to be that player that says, "Hey, I'm going to go and occupy that space, and I'm going to go and get you goals." That's what we need next. That's my feeling. Now, again, we may get players coming in on loan as the season goes on from other clubs. The manager may be bringing other players in as time goes on and finances at the club change and improve. We may end up getting some good goals, some goal scorers and stuff. But in the meantime, we just need to be a little bit more realistic, And as fans, we just got to back. We've got to back the players that are on the pitch, the manager and his team. And we've just got to be the best fans we can be, The fans that we are, whenever we go away, the great support that we give the team at away games, we need to make sure we're giving them that at home as well. And I feel sometimes, I do feel, based on my very limited experience of this, in the limited number of away games that I've been to, I do feel at times we're more supportive of the team away than we are at home. I don't know why that is. It seems like at home we become very critical. We become very critical and negative as fans. Yet, for some reason, whenever we go away from home, we feel like we can beat the world. We could be playing Man United at Old Trafford and we would believe and feel we can win that game. And we're singing and we're shouting and we're cheering for the whole 90 minutes. We're giving those players everything. We need to do that at home. Okay? So yes, today's result, a 4-0 defeat. Okay? 4-0 defeat at home. Not a great start to the season. The players can do better. The players can be better. The players will get better. Okay? At the same time, we fans need to be better. We need to get better. And we will be better at giving the team the support they need at home. Okay? So yeah, I'm not negative. I'm not as negative as I was maybe at halftime, when you know you're in the moment, you've got the adrenaline, you've got your gut emotions. Once you've had a chance to sit and let the analytical brain kick in and process everything that's gone on, you are, I guess, able to take out the good things of today's game. Okay? And I know that's going to be hard for people watching this video. People are going to be like, what are you talking about, Whitey? You've been beat 4-0 at home. But like I say, it's one game. Nobody has ever won the championship or the league on the opening day of the season. There's a reason why we play 38 games. There's a reason why the season goes from August to April. You know, today is not a cup final. If today had been a cup final, then obviously we could all be concerned about losing 4-0 because we would be losers. However, today is a great experience tool for a lot of players in that team. And again, for some of the young players, and I'm going to pick out maybe a couple. I don't want to single anybody out too much, but I would say our left back and right backs are maybe, given their age, they're probably in that Trent Alexander-Arnold school of wing backs, where they're really good at going forward. They offer you a lot of support in attack. They're maybe not as great defending. And given our current setup, our current system with a back four, that does leave our two centre backs very exposed. Now, last season, of course, when we had Jake Wright and we had Ashton Hall, that wasn't too bad. Those were really good centre backs. And I don't want to disrespect anybody playing for the club now. I'm not going to name any players or name any names. But maybe the centre backs we've got now need a bit more support from the two outside players. And as we've seen today, if they don't get that, then mistakes can happen and panic can set in and goals can be conceded. I do think and feel like we will be switching system Wednesday. As of Wednesday, we'll be going in a different direction, where I think we'll probably play 3 centre backs in defence and go to 2 wing backs as opposed to a back 4. We'll play a 3-2 and then we'll have our midfield and then our forward. I think that'll be the way we go forward, because I just think our left and right sided players aren't defensively minded. They want to be attacking. They want to be supporting attacks. And to be honest, they're very good players going forward. Zaboni, Walker, really good players going forward. Cause, you know, the defense a lot of problems. Defenders a lot of problems. They can put balls into the box. I just think they leave us a little bit exposed at the back. And that's why I think having the extra defender in there, bringing in the extra... I mean, I assume Muggleton will be back Wednesday and hopefully next Saturday. So a back three with him, Robbermund and whoever might be the way to go. I don't know. I'm not the manager. I'm not picking this team in real life. I just do the football manager. I just do the fantasy manager stuff. That's a lot easier, you know. It's a lot easier. You're not dealing with real people. You know, it doesn't matter if I upset fictional player, you know. Ben Cabango. If I drop Ben Cabango for a game, you know, doesn't matter. But obviously, when you've got real people, think about and be responsible for, it's a different kettle of fish. But yeah, obviously, the challenge now comes Wednesday night when we go to Cleethorpes in our next league game. And again, I would like to see, for me personally, I'd like to see a bit more teamwork. Again, communication, players talking to each other, you know. From where I sit with my lovely ears, and, you know, I can hear quite a bit in my seats. The only voice I was really hearing today was Curtis at the back in goal and Greg. And everybody hears Greg, you know. Greg has a lot to say. But it would be nice if you could hear some of the other players talking to each other and communicating. I feel we haven't quite got that yet, you know. When we do, then we're onto something. Then we're moving in the right direction. So again, a little bit like that. And like I say, if we can come away from Cleethorpes Wednesday night and we've got a point, I will be happy. I'll be a very happy chappy. And then if we can go to Sherwood Collieries, get a result there, or at least bring them back to the Meres and then get a result. Hey, then we can start thinking, right, who have we got left this month? We've got Stocksbridge Park Steels, we've got Belper. Right, let's make sure we get, you know, we take some points. We take points in those games. You know? I think that's the mentality as well that we need to have when we go out on the pitch. Let's go and get a point. Make sure we get a point. At least a point. Okay? I mean, we're not going to win every game. There are certainly games this season in this league against teams we are not going to win. Okay? Let's accept that now and say, right, we know we can't win that game. We know we can't beat that team, but let's take points off them. Okay? Whereas again, I think perhaps last year we fell into that kind of habit of, oh, we're going to get beat by them, and we got beat by them. Oh, they're a good team, they'll beat us, and they beat us. There were many games last season where, as players were walking out to the centre circle before the match had even started, they were already heads down. They almost resigned to the fact that the match was over before it even kicked off, before the referee had even blown a whistle. But from what I've seen, like I say, in the pre-season games, in the 2 games against Loughborough, and the game today, I do feel we have players in this current squad that aren't going to settle for that. They're not going to walk out there thinking, oh, we're beaten. We're beat. I'm not going to bother today. I'm not going to play. I'm just going to get me money. I'm going to go home. I don't feel we've got any of that this season. I feel we've got a good bunch of lads in this squad. And I think given time, they're going to come good. I do feel they will come good. Once the manager's had time to work with them, train them, coach them, I feel like we have got good things down the road. It might not be this month. It might not be next month. It might not be the month after. But we've got a long season ahead of us. Okay? And like I say, our goal is to be... Okay, sorry about that. Seems like we had a bit of a power dip there. My monitor went off and I thought, oh, the PC's crashed. But apparently everything is still good. We're still recording. Okay, so yes, I feel like, like I say, prediction-wise, top half of the bottom half of the table is where we will be April next year. And that'll be a good result for us. Anyway, ladies and gents, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, which meant you didn't get to experience the true vloggy vlog because of microphone and thingy issues. I am going to get better at it, much like streaming. If you ever saw my very first streams on Twitch back in 2012, or you ever watched any of my very first YouTube videos, you will know they were really, really horrible. I didn't really know how to work things and how to do things. Okay? I am going to get better at this. And like I say, hopefully, fingers crossed, as I get better, and as more of you people out there keep coming to me and telling me how much you're enjoying watching these videos and stuff, I will get more confident at doing these videos. So maybe then we'll start doing some away vlogs too. When I go to the away matches, I can start recording a bit there and doing some stuff for you, which will be quite fun. But anyway, it is now, sadly, 9:30 on Saturday evening. It's time we went and had a bit of a rest, I think. So, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you farewell. There is a Football Manager video that went live on this afternoon. So perhaps maybe some of you, great fans, who were a little bit disappointed with the actual football match, at 4 o'clock when the second half was kicking off, if you'd been on the YouTube channel, you could have watched my Football Manager video. And maybe that might have been a little bit better for you. That might have been a little bit more entertaining. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to go because I need to go get some dinner. It is 9:30. And I need to start actually getting this footage all put together, put into my editing software, getting that edited, rendered, and then uploaded so I can hopefully maybe publish it tomorrow on Sunday. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been CWATTY. This has been the Matchday vlog for Saturday, the 12th of August. Grantham Town versus Hebburn Town. The match result did not go in our favour. 4-0 win for Hebburn Town. But I will see you all again very soon. Cheerio for now, everybody. Bye-bye.